What's going on, YouTube? This is Micro Mike here, and I'm with my buddy in my crime, my partner,
Ah,
Mr. Risky Football Talk. What's going on, Risky?
what's going on, man? Let's just get this pre-draft hype up going.
Oh,
Let's go.
man. Couple hours away, man. Are you excited like me?
Dude, I don't even know. I feel like I gotta go into a coma or something, man.
It feels like it's Christmas right now. I mean, it really feels
No,
good knowing
it really does. Oh my god, that's like spot on.
I feel like I'm about to open, a giant Christmas present. I'm gonna be super excited, man.
Oh,
Get some nice gifts here.
I know, same, man. Hey, what do you think about Who do you think if you about the Steelers trading up into the top 10?
Oh man. First off, I want to say, what up, Doe Top Tier? Thanks for joining the chat. What up, Doe Go Lions? Yeah, man, it's Christmas. It's Christmas. So my boy Risky here,
Girl.
he's saying about going up, the Steelers possibly jumping up. Dude, there's so many rumors going on right now that I
Dude,
can, I can see it happening, man.
me too, man. Me too.
What's going on, George Morgan? Hey, it's draft
Well,
day. We're a couple hours away, man.
okay. So for 4 hours ago, it was reported that the Dolphins are interested in Josh Rosen. What do you think about that?
I see that as legit, man. They need a quarterback.
Me
And
too,
to
man.
me, that makes sense if they're trying to get a starter. Josh Rosen, I don't understand the hate for him. I don't think he's that damn
I
bad.
don't. He was fine. I don't know. I mean, he threw well. It's just his team around him was horrible. He had a first-year head coach who was a defensive coordinator, and who was his offensive weapon? A horrible offensive line. He had no running back, so it's like, of course you're gonna do bad. It's your rookie year, and you have all that.
Oh yeah, man. For
Dude,
sure. I mean, he was put on a bad situation, and I assume if another team wants to jump and get him, like the Redskins or the Dolphins, that would be a great idea for their franchise.
it would. It really would, man. I'm just pumped up for it. Who would you want to trade back with if you could?
My ideal partner is the Miami Dolphins. If we can make a trade with them, I think going back 5 spots would be ideal. However, if they feel they can go back more and pick up more capital and they still get a player they value, I would do that.
What would you do it for?
Just depends. If we could get a second rounder, if we go to the Miami Dolphins from 8 to 13, I think that would be good. If we go farther than that, I want a little more capital than just a second
Do you
rounder.
think Hawkinson will be available at 13?
No, I personally don't. What up, dope crap face? Man, I love your name, dude. It's the greatest name of all time. TJ Hawkinson, no, I don't see him being available at 13,
Okay.
man. If he was to get out of the top 10, the Packers are definitely going to grab him.
Okay, I'm thinking of if we're at 8 and T.J. Hawkinson's available, we gotta select him. That's
I'm
my
with
that's,
you.
that's my opinion,
Absolutely, man. Why do you think that?
dude. It's just like I watched film like a few hours ago, and he's a monster. He's a
Dude,
great blocker. You need that, and man, just imagine having him as a receiving threat. You got Holiday, you got Marvin Jones, you got Jesse James, and then now you got T.J. Hawkinson, and people and linebackers are gonna be so confused with T.J. Hawkinson that sometimes they might think he's gonna block, but then he's gonna go run a route. When they think he's gonna run a route, he's gonna block.
absolutely, man. And that's what makes him such a fantastic tight end is because he has the
It is.
ability to
It
be
is.
elite both at pass blocking, run blocking, and pass catching. He can do it all, man. I think
Exactly,
if we
man.
can get him an 8, I'm going to be jumping for joy in a couple hours.
Yes. And my other guy, I think I've gotten like pretty high over him the last couple of days. It's Jonathan Abram. If we trade back into the 20s or maybe in the second round, I think he'd be the pick. But he's really physical. He's the most hardest. He's like the hardest hitting safety in the draft. He has a really good personality. The thing that actually I found looked when I was watching film is that he could line up in the slot. So Justin Coleman, you know how people have been saying like Luke G's been saying that he could probably like go to outside. Well, maybe Jonathan Abram can go to slot, and then Justin Coleman can go on the outside. So there's a lot of versatility there, man. A lot.
What up, though, George Morgan? What up, though, Beast Mode? Welcome to the chat, man. Pre-draft, couple hours away. We're just a little
Man,
bit away from the round table. Big time stuff going on. I'm with you, man. If they feel that we're going to get that safety and we're going to solidify that secondary, good Lord, watch out. Our defense will be scary as hell.
Man, I really like Jonathan Abram, and I really like T.J. Hawkinson.
Man, yeah, those are some good players too. And when it comes to Abram, we could definitely get him in the later if we decide to trade back farther than the teens and maybe hit the 20s. That would be a player available there.
Yeah, exactly. And do you think we have to get a tight end in this draft? If you don't get T.J. Hawkinson, do you think we have to get one?
Man, I do. I think tight end
Yeah.
is a position of need at this point. I mean, we could definitely probably still get a good tight end in the second or third round, but I'm so in love with TJ Hawkinson, his ability. I'm just praying that we get him.
Man, me and you both, man. Me and you both.
Yo, what up, Dolo Dynamite? Get you guys ready, man, for the draft? Go Lions, Beast Mode, Dynamite, George Morgan. Who y'all want for this draft, man? Tell me who you want as the first round. So who is besides T.J. Hawkinson and Abrams? Who else would you think would be a legit player to get?
If we trade back into the 20s, I think Irv Smith Jr. And if we stay at 8, Byron Murphy or Brian Burns in the mid round, I think Byron Murphy, Brian Burns, or Cody Ford.
Yeah, that would be some good. And you know what? The type of capital we got going back there, probably pick up another first rounder. And there's so much rumors flying around. Literally, I was just checking the Dolphins. They may target Jeffrey Simmons. You got Pittsburgh considering a giant trade up. You got the Jags. I mean, it's going crazy this draft, man.
Man, I know.
And there's so much possibilities. And it looks like, again, like you were saying, that Rosen may get sent to Miami. That's the rumor flying around right now. So
only if the Cardinals draft Kyler Murray, though.
Absolutely. And I know me and you a little disagree and agree on this point. I think he's going number 1. I know you think that maybe he does not. Who do you think that Kyler Murray will go to?
If I'm the Cardinals, I'm going to trade with the Raiders here. I want to see what, I want an edge rusher, but I also want Kyler Murray. So I might want to, send my first overall pick to the Raiders, tell them to get Nick Bosa, and then maybe get their later second round, their later first round pick, which is at 27. And then I'm the Cardinals. I mean, I'll give them a 4th and a 5th as well.
Yeah, man. I mean, that could make sense. What up, though, Boog Spray? Mr. Beast Mode himself says, if we can't get Hawkinson in the first, I wouldn't be mad at getting Jay Sternberger in the second, along with Foster Maru in the third. What do you think about that?
I'm not big on Jay Sternberger that much. I think Holly Waring would be just as good, and we can get him later. Foster Maru, I haven't done that much research on, but what I have seen is that I think he's more of a 4th round pick, so he'd be a very good 4th round option.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think at this point, though, tight end is definitely a need. It's not a want. It's one of our top needs at this point. I know we got Jesse James, but we need to get a tight end. I think within the first first or second or third round for sure.
Okay, if Josh Allen falls to number 5, would you trade up?
Oh man, that is definitely like your name. That's a risky one. I love Josh Allen. I think he's probably one of the best players in the draft, if not the best. Depending on the capital, I think, if it wasn't too bad, if it wasn't going to kill us, if it was say you get a 3rd round pick and a 4th round pick, maybe.
Yeah, I don't think I would do it, in my opinion. I want TJ. I think he'll be an all-pro tight end. But would you trade up for TJ Hawkinson if you believe that a team like the Jaguars would take him?
Jump up from 8 to 6 to just get in front of him.
Yep.
Depending on the capital, I would. I think TJ Hawkinson is a blue chipper. He's going to be a player will be on our offense for years to come, and it'll transform our offense from pedestrian to dominant with all the things that he can bring us.
I think if we get TJ Hawkinson and another guard and maybe another running back in the later rounds, I think we would be very dominant.
Yeah. Oh my God. I mean, it not only just him be able to block, but having so many things he can do. He can play in the slot. I mean, he can play out wide. Yes. It's the crazy. He's just got so much ability to him. I know Gronkowski's name gets thrown out a lot, but he does remind me of Gronkowski.
Yeah, just without the injuries, though.
Hell yeah, absolutely, man. For sure. So there's rumors going around that the Raiders are going to attempt to trade up to get Bosa.
So I was right.
Yeah, rumor just came out right now. Just saying that, man. So right now, your bold
Yeah.
prediction, it's looking it could actually happen.
Yeah, I believe it, man. Nick Bosa, he's a 4-3 guy, and I think in the Raiders they're a 4-3 team. I believe it.
Hey, man, you know what? You went bold or go home, and it looking like your boldness is really starting to show. So we'll find out in a couple hours.
Nick
But
Bosa gets the 4 though. I think that's why they're considering it.
well, Bosa is I mean, he's great. I mean,
Yes.
God, him and Josh Allen are difference makers when it comes to the defensive end position.
They are. But honestly, in my opinion, I like Josh Allen better just because I don't think he's going to get injured as much. Because I feel like Nick Bosa, he's going to be like his brother where they get injured a few times a year.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I really like Josh Allen. I don't think, like, individuals say, Bosa is better than Allen. If they think there's much of a drop-off, there is not. There's really not.
Nick is the best 4-3 defensive end in this draft, and Josh Allen's the best 3-4 edge rusher in this draft.
Absolutely. And guess what our type of defense is? It's a mixed defense. So it does a 4-3-3-4 hybrid. So if Allen could get to us, in which I don't believe it will happen, he would be a great addition.
It would. Oh my! If we got Josh Allen at 8, bro, I don't even know what to do.
If we get Josh Allen at 8, I am buying. Looks like there's 12 people on the chat right now. 12 people, some beers, man, because I'll be going hella haywire if that happens.
What's up, George Morgan? How's it going, man?
Yo, George Morgan, man, he's been with me from the beginning, man. Much love to George Morgan coming out. What up, though, Brandon Pengoli? What up, though, man?
What's up, guys?
Yeah, what's up, fellas? Who do you want? Who do you want with that 8th pick? Or do you want to trade? Send me out, man. Let's talk about this. So, when it comes to the Giants, also, it looks like you're right here. It looks like they're looking at Missouri's Lock instead of Haskins.
Man, I knew it. I don't know how, but I just feel like that's what they're doing. Either him or Daniel Jones. I don't think they like Haskins.
I don't the hate, man. I don't know what the hate is when it comes to Haskins. I like him. I do like him.
I think it's his mobility. I think they might want to have kind of like a running defense, and I don't really think Haskins is that mobile to do that. I don't know. I think they might. It's either that or they like the potential Andrew Luck in that because Daniel Jones is a lot like Eli Manning. Want him too.
Yeah, I mean, oh man, that's crazy though. Whoever gets Haskins, someone's calling me. I'm rejecting it. So whoever gets Haskins, I think if he was to fall out, say for some reason he slid, I think that would be a good value pick for a team like the Dolphins. Again, a team like that, if Haskins slides and he falls to 8, we got some trade bait, man.
We do. We really do. And I think that the Redskins would be a very good trade partner with us to get Haskins. I think they might trade up with us to get Haskins because we're right before the Broncos. I don't think the Bills are going to trade with either the Panthers or the Bills. I mean, the Panthers or the Texans. And I think we're right position to trade with the Redskins so they can come up and get Dwayne Haskins. I think in that case we'd get the 15th overall pick. And their second round pick, which is number 46, and maybe we'll give them a 6th or 7th.
That's true. And Beast Mode made a good comment here. He said the Giants like Daniel Jones when they came out, and they already said it before. Do you think that's legit? Do you think they would take Daniel Jones over Drew Lock?
Man, I wouldn't be surprised if they took no quarterback, but I could definitely see them taking Daniel Jones over Drew Lock. I think Dave Gettleman, he likes best player available. And I think that's what's going to screw him up. I think next year is the year he's going to get his quarterback. But I think their team right now is not ready to win. It was when they had Odell Beckham Jr., but not anymore because they've traded Odell Beckham Jr. rookies, and you're not going to win next year. So maybe you want to wait a year for like Justin Herbert. That's who I think they really want. I think that's who the Giants really want. I think that's who Dave Gettleman like. I think that I remember rumors at like October before Justin Herbert said he wasn't going to declare for the draft. Like the Giants were all over this guy. They loved his size, they loved his arm and all that kind of stuff. And I
You
think
know
they have,
what, too? What about I'm actually an Oregon Ducks fan because I'm from the state of Oregon. I moved back to Michigan, I don't know, 15 years ago. And so I'm a big Oregon Duck fan. So I think he would be a good addition if they decided to go that route.
it would. It would. And I think if this year, I think that Dave will just keep going with the Eli thing. I think it was a mistake just drafting Saquon because I mean Saquon, he's the might be the greatest running back of this era in my opinion. But Sam Darnold, this guy was rated higher than Carson Wentz, and you passed up on that. You can't do that, especially when you have a 38-year-old quarterback who's obviously not going to win you a Super Bowl or a championship or even get you to the playoffs. Dave Gettleman has to be smart. If he wanted right now on his offense, he could have had. I keep thinking about this. He could have had Sam Darnold, Odell Beckham Jr., and Le'Veon Bell because you can always get a running back.
Yeah. And you know what, too? When you draft a quarterback, they last a lot longer in NFL career, majority, if you're looking at majority, than it is to a running back who may last 10 years at most. When quarterbacks can last, if you get a good one, they can last near 20 years if you look at a Tom Brady. But running backs, it's like, whoa, they get near that 30 age and their career is pretty much done with.
Yeah. And one another thing is that I think that if like Dwayne Haskins was available at 2 and like it was like this quarterback class last year, I would not be mad at the Saquon Barkley pick. I don't think there's really any quarterback really worthy of a number 2 selection. Maybe Kyler Murray, but he has to be in the right kind of offense.
Well, when you look at us, we drafted Kerryon Johnson. If he wouldn't get hurt, he would have almost had the exact numbers as Saquon Barkley, and we got him later. So you can find good running backs. I think if you find a quarterback that you believe is a franchiser, you got to take him.
Exactly.
So it looks like the Texans are open to trading Jadeveon Clowney. Do you think that could happen in this draft, or do you see any other player getting traded in this draft?
Patrick Peterson, Chris Harris, Josh Rosen if the Cardinals take Kyler Murray, but a week ago, I made a mock draft where I had the Cardinals, the Buccaneers, Patrick Peterson, Chandler Jones, and their second round pick. I would change it to a third right now to go up to number 5 and take Kyler Murray.
Man,
so that might be what they're maybe planning. They might want to get a defensive lineman. They're not going to win next year, and I don't think because you got a first-year head coach who plays football, who hasn't even coached in the NFL, and so you're not going to win next year. We had Matt Patricia, a guy from the New England Patriots, for like a long time, and he went 6-10 with a quarterback who was now with 9 years of experience. So I don't think the Cardinals are really going to do anything next year. I think they might have a top 5 pick. I really think they're going to try and trade Patrick Peterson for a first, or they might use him to trade up to get someone else.
First off, Luke G just came in here. What up, Luke G?
What's up,
the
Luke?
Legend is in the house, man. The legend of Luke G. So George Morgan says, bold prediction, man. What's a bold prediction for you that you think could happen, or
first.
What's that?
Yeah, slate for a late first. That's his bold prediction.
Oh man, a bold prediction for me. Well, when it comes to the draft. In drafting players and players getting traded, it's hard for me to say this would be a bold prediction, but I predict Josh Rosen getting traded to the Washington Redskins. That's my bold prediction, even though it's not really that bold, because if they take Kyler Murray, he's gone.
Yeah. My bold prediction for this draft is that the Lions. I gotta think about this for a second. I think I think if we want to, we'll take Jonathan Abram at anywhere in the middle of rounds, which is like 11 to 20.
That would be a pretty big bold right there. Go Lions has a good one. Bold. Josh Allen falling to Jacksonville or Detroit. Now, that's one hell of a bold prediction.
Ooh.
And I hope it happens. So go Lions, man. I'm with you, brother.
Man, okay, so for Josh Allen to fall to the Lions, you need 3 quarterbacks to be taken before the Lions. You need Nick Bosa and Quinnen Williams to be taken before the Lions, and then you need 2 other players to be taken before the Lions.
George Morgan says Rosen stays in Arizona. That's his bold prediction.
Yeah, I predict that too.
Yeah, man. I know you've been talking about this for a while now. That Rosen's going to stay there and they're going to skip out on Kyler Murray.
Yeah, man. If they do take Kyler Murray, you can rub it in my face. If I was the general manager, I have the number one overall pick. I got a franchise quarterback, and guys like Quinn Williams, Nick Bosa are on the board for me, which like every other team wants a chance at. I mean, you can't take it for granted. You're gonna get a high pick next year. I mean, with better quarterbacks, if Josh Rosen isn't the guy, and then the year after that, you got like Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields, and so I mean, there's no reason to take Kyler Murray just because he has a really good relationship with Cliff Kingsbury. Doesn't that mean they have to take? That doesn't mean they should take him.
You know, I'm with you with them getting rid of Josh Rosen. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, and the fact that I feel like he's underrated and he was put in a bad situation. I just feel that Arizona are going to move to get Kyler Murray because of the connection with Cliff Kingsbury, and with they're trying to make their team look dynamic, and with his ability to run and pass, I think that's what they're going to do. Would I do that if I was a franchise? Probably not, because they spent a lot of money to get Josh Rosen. I mean, they traded up to get him. They give up first, third, and another round pick simply just to jump a few spots.
Mm-hmm.
What up, though, Gridiron Blitz? Hey, man, couple of ways.
What's up, Gridiron?
We're a couple hours from the NFL draft. We're about 2 hours away from the round table. This is one hell of an exciting night. Thank you for joining us. Also, Endgame is coming out tonight. Please, no spoilers, man. I'm super excited for that movie. I'm going to see it tomorrow morning. So no one blow the spoilers up on me on that.
Wow. Okay. So apparently, I got another one. It says Marquise Brown is a 90% chance to be the Eagles pick at number 25.
Wow. Hey, that's a good one, man. It's outside the box.
I've also heard that the Colts want the same player, so maybe the Colts want Marquise Brown.
Hey, it could happen, man. The first black man of the net says, "Yo, bros, you know we making history, right? You damn straight we making history, man. This is the year for the Detroit Lions, man. This is our year. This is our year for the NFC North. Oh yeah, I wanted to say too, after each pick, I'm gonna do a hype video for each prospect that we pick. So whoever we get tonight, I'm making a hype video. Tomorrow, Risky and we're gonna be live through the whole second round. Okay, and I'm gonna make a hype video for every person we draft. So that's it. What's up with you, Risky, man? You excited for tonight and tomorrow?
Man, I was looking forward to right now for a long time, but I honestly cannot wait for tomorrow. I just want to get this night over with. Then I just want to get this night over with. Then I feel like I'm gonna calm down, and then I'm getting all hyped up back again tomorrow. And it's gonna be awesome. I cannot wait for that.
Yeah. Also, the first black man on the net says it's the new media, baby. No more lame Detroit sports media. That's right, man. That's right. We're changing things around here. It started with the Gridiron Blitz and Luke G and 313 JMO, and they started this thing, and it's like a snowball going down a mountain, man. It's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. What do you think, man?
No, I just think people are starting to realize that we're the best ones out there. I think we're giving out the truth, we're giving out the facts, and we're entertaining. I mean, that's what I think it is. They're very entertaining. I wish I was like them. I mean, they're amazing.
Well, it's always good to be a media and just simply dog on the Detroit Lions. That's easy to do, right? It's so easy to just dog on our team, but it takes I think more guts to actually come out like the DCA, the DVEs coming out and throwing that stuff in the trash and bringing our team up.
It is. And honestly, I think they've done a really good job so far.
Fantastic job.
Dude, I would have never have created this channel if I never saw their content. I'm honest. That's
man, and you know what? And it's going to keep snowballing, and we're going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, man. So Morgan says, I want Oakland to trade up with 24 and 27 and take our 8th. So he's saying we get both Oakland's 2 first-round picks for the 8th. What would you think about that?
If that happened, Jonathan Abram at 24, Irv Smith Jr. at 27, and then in the second round, maybe Chase. Maybe you want to trade the pick. That's me.
I like George Morgan's trade here. Getting 2 first-round picks, I think
Yeah,
would
that was
be
a good trade.
would be enough to fall back as far as that would be.
Oh,
I think that would be legit. We could get 2, really good starters on the team, whether you want to go offense or defense. You probably get like a Byron Murphy type player
I
if
don't
he was
think he'd be
still
available by
available.
then.
You know,
Um,
I think again Byron's the best cornerback in this draft, but I could see a team for whatever reason taking Greedy over him, even though I think that's stupid. But
yeah,
obviously teams make dumb mistakes.
yeah, and the one thing I think that trade could happen is that if Dwayne Haskins is available at 8, they could want to trade up because I've heard that they like Dwayne Haskins as much like Kyler Murray.
Yeah, and that team, Oakland, man,
They're
boy,
crazy.
they're going crazy when it comes to
Yeah.
making decisions on players. I mean, they're literally no players safe, and Derek Carr is definitely no exception to that.
They're making. They've said that they're making some surprising pick at 4. I really I don't know who it's going to be, but it's either quarterback or Ed Oliver.
Yeah, man. That's definitely the rumor going around is they're going to make the surprising pick. I personally hope it's a quarterback. The more quarterbacks taken off, the more that players fall to us.
That's true. That's true. If there's
Yeah, man. And George Morgan says he definitely sees Mayock, Love, and Haskins. George Morgan just said he definitely sees that Mike Mayock loves Haskins.
Sorry for a second. I thought he was like on the NFL Network. I was like, okay.
Yeah, used to him being on the NFL Network, but you kind of understand how the general manager is because we've seen him in the media for so long.
I know it's crazy. If you liked maybe if you like Josh Rosen, Sam Darnold, or maybe if you like Josh Rosen more than Josh Allen or Baker Mayfield, I could see that.
Yeah, definitely. It'd be interesting is if Josh Allen went to the Buffalo Bills and then they have a Josh Allen combo.
That would be hilarious.
What up, Doe Noble Sports? Man, we ready, man. We are ready for this draft. We are ready to see what the Lions are going to do. We're ready to see all the insane things that's going to happen. I think this draft is going to be a lot of trades going on, a lot of excitement, and it's going to be definitely sitting on the end of your seat.
It will. I think there's going to be a lot of teams trying to trade back though. I can see the Jaguars trying to trade back, the Lions, the Bills. I could see the Bengals. I mean, almost everyone trading back.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of trade back, and there's a lot of rumors of teams wanting to trade up, so that makes perfect. What up, Doe 313 JMO? What up, Doe Seth Brown? Yeah, man, I definitely see us trading back. I definitely feel it's going to happen, especially if TJ Hawkins is not there. I definitely see us trading back. Now, where do we trade back? My pick is Miami Dolphins at 13, but it could be farther back with a team like the Texans who are wanting to trade up, it's looking like. And, the Washingtons wanting to get a quarterback. And we don't know what the Raiders do. They're all sorts of jacked up over there.
Here are the teams that I've heard are trying to trade up. I'm going to go in order, I think. I might miss one, but I think it's the Redskins, it's the Panthers, it's the Texans, the Falcons. I think those are the teams. And the Steelers. Those are the teams I've heard want to trade up. And
absolutely
want to trade up into the top 10. I think that's probably because Ben Roethlisberger on that 2-year deal, so he might retire after 2 years, and they might give us a 2020 first round pick because 2020 would be their win now season.
Yeah, and if we decided to trade back again, we better get some good compensation. I like that trade that Morgan was talking about, getting both of Raiders as first-round picks. I think that would be a good compensation for such a move back. So if we do trade back into that area, we better get a hell of compensation.
That's late first round, man. That's a really good place to be. I'm not a big fan of the middle of the first round this year. Because I feel like all those players could drop down to the late 20s. I don't think Brian Burns or Byron Murphy could. I think Cody Ford has a chance. Jonah Williams, okay, but I really like Jonathan Abram, and I like Irv Smith Jr. if we don't get T.J. Hawkinson.
Yeah, I'm with you when it comes to ranking individual prospects. I think you get the normal blue chippers in the first couple picks, and then after that, there's a lot of talent that's almost evenly matched. But when it comes to our team, we could get a Byron Murphy, I think, in the later teens, and that would be a hell of a pick if we trade it back. I think personally, he would be, if we don't get TJ Hawkinson, he would be my pick.
What would you think? Okay, so Greedy Williams. He apparently wants to be a Detroit Lion. Like he said, he and Slay would be the best duo in the NFL. If the Lions take him if they trade back and take him, would you be mad or would you be? Let's just give him a chance.
If Byron Murphy's there, I'd be kind of upset about it because I think Byron Murphy's better. He fits our team more as he's more physical. He's not soft. If Byron Murphy is gone and we end up trading back and picking up, maybe 2 more second-round picks, okay, I would be okay with that. But if Byron Murphy's there, I think you got to take him over Greedy for sure.
Yeah, okay. But would you be really mad if they took Greedy at 8?
Hell yeah, I'd be mad if we took Greedy at 8. That would be a terrible pick.
I wouldn't take Greedy in a second. I think there's too much value in the second round for a guy like Greedy.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, literally, taking him at 8 would be something that Matt Millen would have done.
Yeah, that's true. That. My God.
There's so much value. You could get a Byron Murphy, who I personally think is the best cornerback in that draft. And if we took Greedy over him, that would really upset me. I would have to deal with it. But to me, that would be like the Ebron pick. Like when we got Eric Ebron, I was like, what the hell are we getting this guy for? But then you're like, you just got to deal with it. To me, that would be the same situation.
It would. Okay, I'm going to talk about the Jaguars pick because I feel like that's where T.J. Hawkinson could go. Okay, so I think the Jaguars will go with Jaywan Taylor. It's just, I feel like, Tom Coughlin is going to look at the offensive line, and they had to start Eric Flowers that last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think he'll make the move to get Jaywan Taylor. And then if he needs a tight end, I think he might try to get Irv Smith in the second round. And I hope that happens. That means T.J. Hawkinson will be available at 8. I really believe the Jaguars would take Jaywan Taylor instead of T.J. Hawkinson. I thought about it, and I was like, they're going to take T.J. Hawkinson. I just kept on thinking about it, and it just makes sense for them to take Jaywan Taylor.
Man, the 7th pick when it comes to Jacksonville Jaguars has got me hella scared. I'm nervous because it's either Jaywan Taylor or TJ Hawkinson. I just feel it's going to be one of those in my mock drafts. I put those guys in that slot because they need a lineman, but they also need a great tight end to help Foles out. So when the 7th pick is going on, I'm going to be sweating bullets because I really, really want TJ Hawkinson. Yes. I feel everybody too. This is my prediction. If TJ is picked at 7, I suspect we trade back near 100%. Mm-hmm. Now, if they take Jaywan Taylor and Hawkinson's there, I'm saying they take TJ Hawkinson. Now,
I will.
Noble Sports says he likes Baker as well. And also, J-Mo says he would be hella pissed and he would snap if we take Greedy. I'm with you, man. I would not be happy about that.
Man, okay, what about Devin White? We trade back and we get Devin White.
We already got Davis. White reminds me exactly of Davis, so I feel like it'd be like getting a clone. I really would not want to get that pick again. It's like having another Davis. We have Davis on a team. We need more help in other areas. I think we can get a linebacker later in the draft or a 2nd to 3rd round pick. You got like Khalil Hajj. There's so many other individuals I feel that we could take at the linebacker position that we would not need to get him.
I believe that too. I hope Bob Quinn sees that because there's a lot of linebackers that I did in my top 20 prospects in the 3rd round. There's 2 in the top 3.
Yo, George Morgan says TJ might go as early as the Jets. Trade back to, I think it could happen as well.
Jets need the tight end, and they want to help out Sam Darnold. I can also see TJ going to the Raiders at 4.
TJ Hawkinson's such a good player, and I think people just are looking at the word tight end, and they're thinking there's no way that you're going to take a tight end in the top. But he's a dynamic blue chip playmaker.
if he was a defensive end, like if his skills were like a defensive ends, like that elite, he would be the first overall pick, no questions asked.
Ghost Gunner says if Josh Allen and TJ are both at 8, who do you take?
Josh Allen. I'm sorry, but that's a top 3 pick, and I gotta take Josh Allen. I like TJ a lot. I think he'll be one of the best tight ends in the NFL. But Josh Allen, you can't pass that up. We need another edge rusher. He'll take this defense to a whole new level, and that's yeah.
I'm with you too. I love Josh Allen. I think he's a dynamic defensive end. I think he can rush the passer very well. He can also stop the run and drop back if need be. Having him on the opposite of Flowers, boy, good Lord. That defense would be scary as all can be.
Oh my God! And with Matt Patricia, oof, and he can drop back in coverage too.
Again, he's so dynamic, and that's exactly what Matt Patricia is bringing to this team when it comes to the defense. Is they want players that can do it all, and he's one of those players.
We're in the run defense. Remember, Patricia wants to stop that run. I think that's one of his main goals, which is why Jonathan Abraham works so much for me.
What up, though, Michael Christian? What up, though, man? Hey, we're getting ready for the draft. We're super stoked. We're all ready. I know the round table's ready. Make sure you all subscribe to Troxel Sports. Also, my buddy Risky's Football Talk.
Hey, what's up, guys?
313 JMO, if you haven't already. Obviously, the round table. Also, I know 313 JMO said he's got a buddy that's joining YouTube. So make sure to JMO to put that name out so we can get him some subscribers and he can start pushing out videos and enjoying the fun with us.
Yeah, man. Okay. So what do you want to talk about now?
All right, man. So let's talk about if we trade up in the later part of the first round, or do we if we have the ability to jump from the second round into the late first round. What do you think is more likely, and what would you do?
If we traded back, like, what did we do with the first round pick?
Okay, so we decided we're going to trade from 8 to the 20s. Do you think that would be better, or if we decided to go from the second round and jump up into the first round and pick up some player that slid?
8 into the 20s. I don't want to trade back to the first round. You can get the same value at 43. If you do want to trade up, you want to trade up into the very early second. I think the Colts would be a good idea. And if we did, I think if we want to, yeah, I'm going 8. I'm going 8 to 20s.
Yeah, I'm with you. I there's so much value. I believe that there's going to be players available in the second round that we can still get that is top tier and will help our team. There's no reason to actually give up some capital for that, and I think that'd be a great idea. What up, though, Tone of Voice? Welcome to the Detroit Lions Talk, man. The hype's real. We're excited. The NFL draft is right around the corner. Of course, we got our boys, the round table, 7:30 with Everything King. It is going to be an exciting day, exciting night. And, man, we're all ready. We're all ready, man. I feel like I've took some adrenaline. I'm going crazy right now.
Oh, my God, man. How many more hours? Like 2? Like 2 and 2 hours and 22 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, man. My kids are even excited. They got their Lions gear on. I'm going to be ordering some pizzas and some wings. We're all going to have fun, man. We love draft day, man. It's Christmas.
It is Christmas. It is Christmas, man. Especially when you look forward to it all year.
What up, though, Coach Gunner?
I mean, we've been talking about for how long? Or how long has it been? How long have we been talking about the draft for?
Man, I've been talking about the draft since the season ended. I've been ready for this moment. It's finally coming here. Our team's gonna, get more talent on it. We're starting 0-0-0, and Detroit is the road to the NFC North starts tonight.
It does. It really does.
Michael Christian says he couldn't sleep last night. I'm with him, man. I had a hard time sleeping last night.
Dude, I went to sleep because I had a bunch of stuff today, man. Like, oh my God. But I
was at work and I take my lunch break and I see that the Gridiron Blitz went live. I'm like, dang, man, I'm so stoked. I'm like, I got to talk to this guy. Football's on my mind. I can't even get work. I can't get my head thinking, man, because I'm ready to see this draft go on.
Man, I cannot wait. Okay, so I got ESPN on right now. It says 2 hours and 21 minutes.
Also, man, the big time fun begins in less than 2 hours, an hour and 50 minutes. The roundtable is going live for their live draft analysis with all the great hosts on the roundtable and everything King. It is going to be awesome.
Dude, if we take TJ Hawkinson, I really want to hear what Luke's reaction is going to be like.
If we take TJ Hawkinson, I want to see everyone's reaction. It's going to go crazy.
Oh, my God. Oh, my. That would be amazing. That would be such a good reaction.
Oh, man. First black man on the net says Quinn finally has his two guys, Patricia and Bevel, 2 back-to-back Super Bowl cats. We've never had a front office, and we finally got it. I'm with him, man. I love the combination. It's like the Holy Trinity. You know, you got Bob Quinn, Patricia, and Bevel.
It is. So excited.
And the biggest off-season move so far was getting rid of KFC. Man, I couldn't stand that Kentucky Fried Chicken offensive coordinator. Dude was straight trash, man. And I'm happy we got an offensive coordinator that's done it. He's been to Super Bowls. He's been in the playoffs. We've had a hell of an offseason when it comes to free agents, and now we're entering the draft. This is a great time to be a Lions fan.
Man, everyone's talking about our breakout players being Kenny Golladay, Gerard Dickmas, and all those guys. I want us to have a breakout coach in Darrell Bevell.
Absolutely. Darrell Bevell is so underrated when it comes to the offensive coordinator position. He does how you win in December is through the offensive line, through running the game, running the ball, play action pass, and pounding the mouth. And that's what he brings. He has so much experience winning football games, and he was an underrated addition for our team, and he fits perfectly what Matt Patricia wants to bring.
Exactly. And I think he's got to prove everyone wrong in Seattle. I think that's one of the main things.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I know a lot of people were like, when they signed him. I was super excited because he's exactly what we needed when it comes to the offensive coordinator position. We don't need a finesse throwing 500,000 times a game. We need to be able to run. We need to be evenly keeled, run the football, pound, play action.
Mm-hmm. And TJ Hawkinson, he will help us do that. He'll bring that philosophy to like the next level.
Absolutely. And 313 JMO says his breakout player is Tracy Walker. I love Tracy Walker, man. Great safety. What do you think about Tracy?
I think he's gonna get better. I really hope he's gonna get better. I'm sold on him, but I'm scared he's not gonna get better, which is why I think I don't know. I like Tracy Walker a lot. I think he will be better next year, but it just scares me, you know?
It's scary because he's a young player, but I think he has the potential to be a top tier safety. I really like him. He's got that spider sense again that it's hard. You can't teach players. They know where the football is going to be, and they're going to make a play on the football. And so that's what he brings to our defense. I absolutely like him. My breakout player is Crosby for the offensive line. I think he's going to jump in where TJ Lang was at, and I think he's going to do a fairly well job this year.
I think Crosby can play starting at right guard.
Well, for this year, I do. I think he'll be starting right guard, and next year, I think he could take a Wagner's spot because I think Wagner's cap hit's pretty high, and I think Terrell Cosby will end up taking the right tackle position.
Next year, man, 2020, there's a lot of offensive linemen.
There is. And again, if you get rid of Wagner, you throw Crosby at the right tackle position, we still then got a need at the right guard position, or if they decided to upgrade the center position, we can do that. So I think there's so much possibilities.
There is a lot.
Okay. Crosby might be nasty from the first black man in the net. And I think he is too. I really liked him last year in the draft. We got him in the 5th round. I thought that was a solid pick. I thought it was definitely, I felt like he had a 3rd round grade on him last year, and we got him in the 5th round, so you can't complain about that.
Did he play at all last year?
He did. He played when Lang went down, and he actually did a fairly decent job. And that was him as a rookie getting thrown into a position he didn't train as much as he trained as a right tackle.
He did. Okay, so I really hope he takes that next level because it would be great to get a right guard that's already on the team. That'd be great.
Absolutely, and that's what Bob Quinn brings to us. He drafts so well that when we lose a player, when an injury happens, we already have a player that can step up in that position. It's not a giant drop off.
My problem with Crosby starting is that who's going to be our depth guy now?
Well, when it comes to the right guard position, I really hope the Lions pick like a Bo Benshaw in the 4th round. I think he would be a great addition, a 4th or a 5th round. When it comes to Bo Benshaw, I know there's some other guards too. You could take Lindstrom in the 2nd round if they're really wanting to beef up that spot. I think he'd be a great 2nd round pick, but just depending on what they want to go, I think I would like them to take TJ in the 1st round, maybe in the 2nd round, pick up a defensive end, a stud defensive end there, or if
Chase, man.
Yeah, like a Chase, or maybe a cornerback does drop for some reason in the late 1st round, like a Byron Murphy, then jump up and take him.
Okay, here's my prediction. At number 8, if TJ Hawkinson is available, we will take him. At 43 in the 2nd round, if Jonathan Abram is available, I think we'll take him.
That'd be good addition.
Yeah, I've been saying it the whole stream, but both of them make a lot of sense. And I'd also like Khalil Hodge in the 3rd. I mean, if he falls there, that'd be amazing. I don't know if Bob Quinn has his eye on him. I don't know if he already has another linebacker that he likes, but Khalil Hodge would be a very good player. I mean, like Luke's being like Bob Quinn mentioned Buffalo's pro day, and he talked to everyone but Khalil Hodge.
That's Bob Quinn. Hey, I'm going to pick a guy that you don't think I'm wanting to talk to, and that's who he's going to get.
Mm-hmm.
Bob Quinn is. I'm trying to think of him when I think of like a Marvel character. He's like Loki. The dude can he tricks people, and he's a master at it.
Oh my god.
Again, Endgame is out. We're all excited with that as well. Mike, taking my kid in the morning. We're gonna go see Endgame, and we're super excited about it. So I definitely got to say Bob Quinn's like Loki.
I'm waiting on that. So do not spoil that for me.
Oh, I will not spoil it at all, and I would hope others as well. Again, also,
everyone's gonna go see it. I'm gonna be like, oh my god.
Also, when it comes to the draft tonight, if you guys know who gets drafted and it is yet not announced on ESPN or live TV, please don't spoil it. I really like finding out the live reactions when Roger Goodell actually announces it.
Yeah, same. That happened a few years back when the Lions got Jared Davis. I went online and I'm like, okay. I just looked at Detroit Lions and all of a sudden I see Twitter saying they got Jared. God damn it. And it's really important that people don't. And it really kind of ruins the mood and the whole atmosphere with that. So, please don't. And everyone that's in the chat, turn off the chat, I'd say, when the Lions are picking. And, and I'd say that everyone on the round table do the same.
Absolutely. I'm sure they will. And it's going to be going crazy on that chat during that time. I can't wait to see the live reactions to the pick and how many individuals are going to be on that chat going nuts.
I might not even have the chat open for me. The whole draft.
That may be smart. All right, man. So we got a couple minutes to go, and before we get off, I want to say make sure that you subscribe to Risky's Football Talk, everyone at the round table, and also Troxel Sports. But before we get off, I'm gonna do my final bold prediction. I don't know if it's really that bold, but I feel the Lions are going to trade back. Again, I feel like that TJ Hawkinson will be gone before the Lions pick. I say we trade back and we pick up a 2nd rounder. We go from 8 to 13 to Miami. We pick up a second round pick in this draft, and we take Byron Murphy.
Yeah. My bold prediction is that the Jaguars will take Jaywan Taylor, we'll get T.J. Hawkinson, and then we'll try that second round pick.
That would be good. That would be good. All right, everybody. I want to say thank you for joining us in the live chat. We're getting excited. Make sure, again, the stuff's going to go down at 7:30 roundtable. We're going to have a fantastic time. Thank you for joining the chat. Is there any last words you want to say to the guys? Risky?
Yeah, guys, just get hyped up for this. We have the roundtables coming on at like 7:30 tonight, so definitely for that. We'll be live tomorrow at what is it going to be, like 5 p.m. again? When does the draft start?
I'm not sure. I think the draft actually starts at 7 o'clock tomorrow. So whenever the draft starts, we're gonna go a half an hour before the draft starts.
Yeah, so 6:30.
And we're gonna go through the whole second round and possibly longer if he has to go. If Risky's got to go to sleep, I may stay up for the third round. So join us tomorrow night, man. We're gonna have fun. It's gonna be live the whole time.
Yeah, man. It's going to be a great time.
All right, everyone. See you guys later in the roundtable.